With Jack in the Box announcing some big changes this week, we thought we'd take a look back at some of the other times the San Diego-based restaurant chain was in the news. First, from 1981, our Larry Himmel takes us on a tour of the retirement home where all the clown heads ended up after Jack decided to ditch the mascot it felt was too childish. Then 20 years later, in 2001, Larry cut up with a famous face from an early Jack in the Box commercial.
I'm here today at the Clown Retirement Home. Some pretty famous faces here. For instance, people who work in the Kearny Mesa area will probably remember this guy. Spent 8 years in the parking lot at the corner of Convoy and Balboa. 8 years, you could always count on him day and night. He was always there. And this guy spent 12 years in Ocean Beach. It was his famous voice that would shout back your order so garbled that you never understood what he was saying. And this poor guy, 1 year on the job out on Jackson Drive in La Mesa before they put him out to pasture. When you see them all here wasting away, it kind of makes you feel bad for every time you shouted obscenities at one of these guys for not taking your order fast enough. Or every time you made some wise remark because one of these fellows politely asked you if you wanted an apple pie with your order. Progress is not without its price. The invention of the cotton gin cost thousands their jobs. The coming of the computer put hundreds of thousands out of work. And now that the robot is reality, maybe we all see our fate cast with these relics. But I think what saddens me most about being here is that back in the good old days, when these guys were on the job, you knew that any time you pulled into that fast food restaurant, be it day or night, that you weren't going to be the only clown in the parking lot.
Waste him.
Larry Himmel, News 8.
The old Jack in the Box commercial started back in 1972, and I was 3.5 years old.
Do you recognize this face? His name was a household word in the 1970s.
What's your name?
Rodney.
Rodney what?
Rodney Allen Rippy.
Do you remember Rodney Allen Rippy?
Well, you know, it's a great thing that so many people remember the Jack in the Box spot, and it was such a major campaign.
Give it a try, Rodney. Tell us how you like it.
I can't.
Oh.
His cherub face and natural warmth captured America's heart and sold a lot of Jumbo Jacks.
I don't know what it was. I guess it was just me being natural.
Rodney is in town to promote the 50th anniversary of Jack in the Box. Memorabilia from the golden days of the San Diego-based fast food franchise are on display at the Automotive Museum. And even though Rodney Allen Rippy now has a successful career in media marketing, he'd love to get in front of the camera again.
You know, I'm kind of itching to work with Jack again. You know, he's got the big corporation going, so you know there might be an opportunity for me to do that again.
Who knows?
Larry Himmel, KFMB News 8.
Thanks, Larry.